Welcome back to DAVEspn. We are here today at South Kitsap Bank Stadium, a home game for Port Orchard FC against Washington Premier. What's today's date? I'm joined here by Caleb Tucker. What's the date today, anyway?
Father's Day, Dave. 16th of June.
Yeah, I've forgotten. Let's see if we can get a little Father's Day gift for old Dave. Are you a dad? Are you a dad?
I am.
You're a dad? Well, happy Father's Day.
Thank you very much. Shout out to 16-year-old Donovan.
There you go, Donovan. Is he local or is he far? Is he far away somewhere?
He's absolutely local.
He's local. All right. Well, he can still watch DAVEspn and enjoy our witty repartee. Here we go. An interesting addition to the roster today. In goal, of course, I expect we'll see Mr. Haddon in goal, but we have a backup goalie, Austin Valdez. Small soccer world, Zach. My son's played with him at Washington Premier many years ago. We'll join you after the anthem. All right, we're back. Welcome back. We have pledged our allegiance. And up top, let's see who we got. We got Judkins, we got Devano, and number 7 is Johnson, Derek Johnson. Behind them, we got Loudon, maybe Colby, and I'm not sure who else.
So Javi.
There's the whistle.
Javi, Connor, and actually they're going to start Eli Gish on the left mid.
Okay, and in the back, it looks like we got Yasha at center mid.
Holding it down with Liam Miller, and then on your outside, your left is Ryan Anderson.
And we moved Aiden Harvey
to the right.
Ooh,
early foul.
Early foul on Judkins.
Just a collision. We'll take that.
Yeah, we have some DAVEspn favorites. I want to mention that right away. On the Washington Premier team, Dom Versillo, number 24, and Dane Price, 21. Those are some Bellarmine boys.
I'd like to see them challenge the keeper on this one.
So we'll give them a shout out to them. I think it's Judkins doing the honors.
Keeper spills it onto Connor, but just touched out. Yeah.
Not a bad way to start.
Not at all. See how Premier wants to work it out of the back. Looks like a long kick to start. Joshko with the header into the midfield. A little bouncing back and forth. Connor's going to try to control. Looks for Judkins. Judkins tries to put Devano on, but gets broken up. Eli Gish over to Ryan Anderson. Move it up the left.
Anderson, 17.
Yes.
Yeah. Johnson. That's Javi, number 8.
Quick give and go with Jagger.
So we got a coaching strategy move here with Aiden Harvey on the right, playing right back instead of center mid. I think the last game, Yasha played so well, he decided to try him at center mid this game. What do you think?
Absolutely, and the foot skills and ball control that Aiden possesses, seeing him move up that right side, I expect
he's got some speed.
Attacks.
I think those right and left backs in today's modern game, you got to have some speed, right?
And especially playing in a 4-3-3 like POFC does, those backs are moving all the way up to attacking positions at times.
Okay, now you're talking about formations, and that's over my head.
No worries. Connor intercepts. Johnson looking to put somebody on. Judkins carries.
Waiting for his teammates. Set up.
There's Aiden Harvey moving the midfield.
Back to Liam. Good to see Liam back on the field.
Switch ball to Devano, and he saves it. With the Meg. Still on the ball. That's going to be a corner. Oh, they did not see it correctly. Looked like came off a Premier, but got the call.
So I don't want to steal Mike's thunder, but rumor has it Devano's going to be committing to another university in the fall, Western Oregon.
That is exciting.
That is exciting. They're going to get they're getting a good one, that's for sure.
Haddon controls his defense, looks to break up the Premier attack.
Over here, Anderson.
Give and go with Devano to Johnson. Johnson's going to try and swing up that wing. Now he's looking back towards center with a switch to Judkins. Judkins controls. Connor's running on. Finds him just behind him. What a good idea. Anderson under it. Right back where it came from. Oh. Push from behind.
Yeah, Mike showed a little acting ability there and had a nice little tuck and roll. I don't think they would have called the foul if he hadn't done that. There's a slip. There's that cork crumb slip.
It is, and from Harvey on that right side, but it looks like they've recovered. Liam Miller covers down for Harvey, and they break it up.
So this field is not a rubber crumb field. It's got cork crumb, which causes the players sometimes to slip almost like on a wet field, but on the plus side, it's not carcinogenic. So that's a good thing. Yasha.
Finds the open Aiden Harvey. Mistouches.
Aiden. I'll have to work with him on that.
I think he's settling into that right side right now.
Yeah, I got to work with him. Control that.
Short throw and a handball not called.
Handball?
What? Yeah, it popped up. Premier's looking to try and get it into the middle.
Foul. Back to Haddon. Haddon's got it looks like he got a really high fade and then got a samurai bun on the top. I like to keep my viewers apprised of the latest fashions and trends.
Foul behind the play, called when advantage was lost. Javi was taken down. So look for probably a quick restart from POFC.
There's an opportunity here for
shot from
Haddon to snag a low roller along the carpet.
About 30 yards out, just making sure he's awake. Johnson hustles.
Oh, Johnson, he's sneaky.
Keeper steps out to clear.
Smartly clears it, gives his team a chance to set up there.
Defense is looking for the forwards with some of these long ones, but has not connected yet. I think we'll.
Trying to body Devano, that's not going to work.
Connor steps up, puts Johnson on. Beats one, beats two, takes the shot.
No.
Blocked off well by Premier. Javi to put it back into play. I'll see if Washington can counter. One man up. Jordan steps far out of his box. And a collision around the 25.
Is that going to be what I think it's going to be? No.
Nah.
Not enough for a red?
I don't think we're at karting stage
He's out
yet.
of his box. He becomes a regular player outside the box. Is that right?
No, he's still a keeper. Let's be honest.
They kind of baby the keepers. What do you think, Caleb?
Every time. They are the quarterbacks. Biased opinion, but it's true. Washington Premier player did get a talking to by the referee.
That's good. He got a talking to. He's only been playing soccer since he's probably 6 or 7, so he probably need a little explanation there. Oops, sorry.
Strong offsides attack, but Connor beats. Oh, Connor doesn't.
Offsides?
They're calling it offsides. I thought he was a little back.
I do not see any protest or gesticulation from Mr. Loudon, so I suspect that was a good call.
Devano and Johnson definitely were, but Connor started his run from behind the line and might have just been that one step ahead. Great ideas, though. Long ball up, Harvey under it, pops it up, looking to control. Finally calls a handball. That's the third one I've seen. Most of them inadvertent, but
Not allowed to use your hands in soccer.
keepers are. Again, they're pretty cool.
Cuts are keepers.
Eli Gish, dispossessed. Liam Miller's going to put it up. Vano looks to control. Has support. Beats 2. Gets to the line. Looks like another cork crumb slip there as he tried to put the service into the middle of the box.
That cork, those cork granules are causing a problem, but at least the players will live a little bit longer.
Strong ball through the middle, but it's going to get back to Jordan. Quick out to Aiden Harvey. And Premier pressures, takes the ball back. And he goes for the card immediately.
Oh, really?
Aiden with an early card in the 11th minute.
Still 0-0.
Ref saw something he didn't like there.
It's a contact sport. I mean, as much as I'd like to play without refs, I think they're a necessary part of the game. Let's see, Washington Premier, maybe they're going to get cute here.
Sets up with 5 looking for a header, 2 over the ball. Step over. Shot directly.
Low.
Low and off target.
Left. Wide left. So it's a beautiful day today. What do you think? It's probably about 68 degrees.
I'd say more towards 63, but we'll quibble about that.
It's a little chilly.
Got the wind going. Joshka
Just
splits the
another
defense.
Dull rainy day here in the Pacific Northwest. It's going to be out. Blue ball.
Harvey looked to push the strikers up, and Washington Premier definitely got in front of that one well. Aiden Harvey hurls one down the sideline. Washington Premier wants to delay, but comes up for another POFC throw.
Yasha at center back is giving Aiden the freedom now to play right back and to enjoy those runs up and down the sidelines. And Aiden's one of those guys, got a lot of love for the game, right?
Oh, he absolutely does.
So
helps that he's really good at it.
He's really good at it, and having this opportunity to play up and down the sidelines is a treat for him, I'm sure.
It's like putting a keeper at striker.
That's out. It's going to be a blue ball. Aiden with the throw, looking for Mike up top. Mike not going to get to it, but we'll get another throw in.
Aiden's found some power in his throws, and let's see if we try a long throw in here.
Well, you know, for all we know, it might have been there the whole time. He's just been playing center back, not throwing the ball in. What happened there?
We tried an off the back immediate cross by Aiden, so trick play.
Okay.
It dropped out. Eli Gish to control, back to Aiden, pressured. Pops it up, see if Jagger can get under it.
Blue ball. Not sure I recognize this referee. Not sure I've seen him before. But so far, so good. Liam's looking to
put Ryan on it. That ball holds in the air. And again, that's your left back moving all the way up forward.
Skims off of a black. Good, nice work off the chest by Liam. Up to Javi. Beautiful work here. Is he going to make it? Nope. Intercepted.
Premier controls the center and moves it to the right. Broken up by Eli Gish. Anderson was looking for a further clear on that one, looking for Devano.
Showing some good patience here, Washington Premier.
Building well. Ball goes back to Jordan and collects. A little bit more pressure from Premier.
Yeah, look at their line. Their back line is up at the 50-yard line.
With 3.
They're being coached today by Seth Spidal, who is, in addition to his coaching duties, he has some administrative duties at Washington Premier. We know him from many years at that club.
Looks like he's pushed heavier midfield. It's almost 3 in the back, 5 at midfield.
Yeah.
And 2 up front. Trying to gauge whether they actually have a full 4 back there or they're playing a 3-man back line.
I think it's the 3-man back line.
Mike with an unfortunate touch. Going to be a Premier throw-in.
Out of bounds. What happened there? You gotta get some.
That was the customary 20-yard walk-up. So they want to go ahead and say, no, you can only take 10 on that.
Yeah, some refs are fussy about that, aren't they?
I think 20 yards is a little much.
Yeah, I do too. But the funkiest rule is where you don't throw it inbounds and they give you a mulligan on that. Looks like Loudon took a hit for the team.
As he went up, he got undercut.
You know what I'm talking about, Caleb? Where you throw it in, it doesn't make it in, so they just have you do it over again. I think there ought to be a penalty for that.
Ball never came in. I think it's actually referee's choice on that.
Really? Okay.
So the U12s, they definitely get a mulligan, but not always at higher levels.
I'll be watching for that. Okay, Devano's going to do the honors here. And we're going to focus over here where the action is. Mike's
5 in, just over Aiden. Eli Gish to take a swing at it. We want him to clear that back in to break up a counterattack. Jagger controls, is looking to serve. Finds Mike Devano in the middle, but taken away. Dispossessed, and Premier tries to walk it up.
Liam
Miller
puts it back in our attacking third.
Oh, side netting.
That was Judkins.
Judkins ran on really well. Good chance, but low angle. Used the best he could on that one. Long kick directly out of bounds. I think the keeper needs to dial it in a little bit on those goal kicks. Devano chested down. Premier again trying to flood the midfield for control. Puts Connor on, has a look. Defense gets back, finds Devano. Doesn't get all of it. Yeah, keeper collects.
Not enough power on that. And kind of went.
Devano just found a little opening there in the center, though.
Yep.
Did well to get open.
Definitely a shot worth taking.
Did very well to get open. And for Connor to find him.
There we go. Aiden up to Judkins. Judkins, Mike on the cork, slips on the cork.
It's dried out. We haven't had any rain in a couple of days, so it's going to be a little slicker. Anderson recovers.
Who was that staying with the play like that?
Anderson recovers and brings the ball back.
Yeah,
Devano puts Judkins on.
Judkins.
Looks to beat one defender, bring it to the middle. He was looking for a left-footed shot, but he's going to reset it. Johnson, Anderson running on. We'll see if there's a service. Moves back to Johnson. Johnson takes a long shot.
Oh, kind of a low percentage. I thought for sure Judkins was going to take a shot.
I think there was a weird bounce, and he had to wait for the ball just for long enough for the Premier defense to catch up. Josh knocks it down. Hustle.
Great hustle by
Derek Johnson. Looks to cross it over to Judkins. Eli Gish controls in the middle. Has two on.
Yeah. How do you not call that, ref? I guess you just don't put the whistle in your mouth and you don't blow.
From the midfield up, Washington Premier can put pressure.
Washington Premier has not got a good record. I'm not sure they've even won a single game in CPL 1 so far, but I think we would be well advised not to be overconfident. 7 is going out. That's
Derek Johnson's coming out, and where Jake McKenzie's going to take over the left side of the offense. Connor and Javi digging that one out to Gish. Drops it to Joshka. Joshka. Premier finds a slip through. Joshka's.
No, he went down.
No call from the ref. We like it.
There's
Washington
Liam
Premier doesn't.
for it. Wow, I'm going to have to rewind and check that out a couple of times on DAVEspn.
There was some contact.
There's some contact. You got to play to the whistle.
Give and go by Premier. Aiden dispossesses and moves it up to Devano.
Up the sideline. Oh, just out of bounds. Tried to tightrope. We got a couple of subs.
Washington Premier with 3 in, 1 defender, right defender. And looks like a striker and a midfield, so replacing 1 out of each part of the field. Fresh faces, fresh legs.
Foul.
Feet got tied up, called it on Aiden Harvey. We'll look for a cross into the box from Washington Premier. We'll see how Jordan sets up his defense. Directly in. Jordan lets it go. Goal kick. Looked like the wind took that one a bit.
More subs coming in.
For Washington Premier.
All right, ball's in play short to Liam. And try to work through our midfield. Loudon. Blue ball.
Short to Miller. It's going to clear it up.
Out of bounds. Black ball.
Washington Premier works it around to the right side. Unforced error. Blue throw in.
Blue ball. Looks like Anderson will do the honors, I guess.
Let's go.
All right, Anderson.
Faster.
Who's he looking for?
McKenzie moves forward, looks for Devano long. Going to earn another throw in up the line.
Up the line.
Into Connor. Javi in the middle to control. See if we can keep it for a little bit. Washington Premier with movement through the center. Switches ball and then drops it back. Ryan Anderson catches that telepath. Tries to put Devano on the run. Some of Jake McKenzie's first touches.
There's a good ball.
Liam Miller moves to cover.
Liam Miller keeps it in bounds. Liam Miller. That's our defensive player of the year. Mike's going to get called for a foul, undercutting on the jump. Liam Miller demonstrating for the Port Orchard fans why he was the 2022 player of the year. Tacoma News-Tribune. High school 4A player of the year. That guy can play.
Fantastic work to track it down and then move the ball out of danger.
And avoid the foul in the box while remaining aggressive.
Penalty in goes off blue. It's going to be a Washington Premier's first corner. See how they set up. We've typically been moving about 5 on the attack and then 1 to 2 behind them to clean anything else up. So they're putting 1 on the keeper, 1 on the front post, and 3 attacking. Long ball. Goes over everybody.
Out.
For a POFC goal kick.
Still no score. Oh.
Josh with a miscue, but
yeah, really not a good
retains.
Not a good ball out of the back there.
Anderson's pressured. Connor comes over to help. Looking to string some passes together here, but just can't make it work.
Yeah, just can't get any rhythm going. There's Javi pursuing.
Eli Gish gonna get
benefit of a call there.
Yeah. Got pulled down from behind. Again, POFC wants to work it out of the back. But we got to see some of those passes connect.
Yep, Judkins with a little bit of a slip there on the cork.
A little bit of a slip.
Oh, tried to get it through. Oh, that was Dane Price for Washington Premier stepping in the passing lane from Liam. They used to be teammates.
All the way back to keeper. Devano to pressure. Connor's on. Keeper's out. Tries to chip him. Keeper returns. Edge of his 6, picks up the shot. Slight miscue from Premier, but they keeper does get back. Called Connor for putting his shoulder into the defense. There was some gesticulation. Connor did
There
not.
was a little histrionics there.
Miller to
That's how you
Javi.
can tell.
Javi puts Jake
that's
McKenzie on.
offsides, way off. Jake.
That's coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Jake McKenzie gives a quick thumbs up, tells Miller he likes what he's doing. Want to see some more of that. Strong touch from Washington Premier to try to get the player in the corner. Goes out for a goal kick.
Look how high up. Man, they got all their defense up the 50-yard line. If we could just get somebody running through that, we'd be one-on-one with the goalie.
I think we have to string together 1 or 2 passes
Yeah.
to find that opening to be able to pick your head up long enough to look for that. And so far it's not there again. Washington Premier has a lot of people in the midfield.
That was a nice effort to keep it in bounds there. Who was that?
Ryan Anderson,
Anderson,
slips
good
on the
job,
clear.
Anderson. Going to be a black ball, though.
Let's go.
And that's going to be a blue ball.
Premier puts it down the line. Ryan Anderson heads it off the back of a Premier player for the throw-in. Joshka moves the ball back to Jordan Haddon. He's going to survey the field, probably clear it up the right line. Sees Aiden running.
Wow, what a ball. Oh, you got, how do you not call it? Okay, you do call that. Thank you, ref.
I think he's just calling the throw-in on that one.
Really?
Short throw to Judkins.
Yeah.
Judkins finds Connor, and Connor puts Devano on. Devano with one more to Jake McKenzie, but just in front of him. Jake holds ball back to Eli Gish, resets it to Ryan Anderson, who's going to look to swing it in.
Yep.
Connor's moving in, one touch, still on the ball, and wins the corner kick.
Corner kick, nice work.
Finally,
The whole rally.
really some good touches back from POFC to put pressure on Premier.
Loudon, kind of a catalyst there for that whole nice possession. And we got somebody going out and somebody going in. So
Premier's making an
number
additional sub.
4 is going out. Thank you, 4. And this dude coming in. Good luck, this dude.
This guy's been playing right back. He does not have a number, actually.
This guy doesn't have a number?
No. The white sleeves and no number.
Okay, he's got a
Semi-professional, Dave.
A funky
Semi-professional
jersey, and I better check to be sure he's registered. I sense a rule infraction.
POFC calls for a handball. Does not get the call.
Maybe he's a guest player.
Ringer.
He's a ringer, yeah.
Ringer.
We got more subs coming in. This time for POFC.
Heat.
Pete the Heat coming in. And
Looks like Connor.
I'm not sure who's going out. Connor? Loudon going out? Okay. Maybe they're going to drop McKenzie back. I'm not sure.
Expect Pete to be up, so we've put on a forward for a midfielder. For sure, so I bet somebody will drop. Long throw in. Pete flicks
gets
it
his
on.
head on it. There we go.
Premier clears. Josh looks to control. Dangerous counterattack. They had numbers for a minute. Aiden's looking to track that down. Lets it go out. Quick throw to Jordan Haddon. They're going to look to switch the field to Ryan Anderson. And he's going to look for Jake McKenzie or Devano. It looks like Devano's dropped back to the midfield.
Ah, okay.
Devano's going to be an attacking midfielder.
And Pete's up top?
Pete's up top, center up top.
With McKenzie and...
So want to get some Devano magic in the middle to try and put them on.
Yeah, kind of took a long touch there. They almost took it away.
Eli Gish.
Yeah.
Back to Josh.
Yasha.
Looking for a through ball, but finds Judkins.
Nice.
Judkins, he chips it up. Keeper's out to kick it. Clears well.
Hustling to get that. There's Judkins again. Yeah, he's going to put some of the ball handling technical skills of Devano and Judkins to work in the middle there. Now here comes, who's coming in? Is that Loudon coming in?
Loudon's coming back in for Eli Gish.
For Gish.
Coach might have just needed to have a word or possibility of, hey, just grab a Gatorade.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, here's the throw in, black throw.
Not yet.
Aiden up. Connor looks to put Jake McKenzie on between three players. Premier clears. Blue throw.
Who's number 2?
Aiden. Harvey.
Ah, right, Aiden. Okay. We got some more guys up. Looks like for Washington or for Port Orchard. Maybe some subs here.
Dangerous pass in the middle. Joshka controls and finds Aiden on the side. Aiden looks to get around one. Doesn't get the call. Looks like another slip. Devano to pressure. Gets it up to Pete. Finds Jake McKenzie. He tries to put Pete on.
There we
Does
go.
eventually get it up there.
Goal kick.
Blocked out for Premier goal kick. This should be
some
Danny
more
Fuentes coming in for Aiden Harvey.
Fuentes coming in for Harvey.
This is very likely the first minutes out of either season that Aiden Harvey is sat.
Well, you know, he's doing a lot more running on that right back's position, in that right back position. A lot more running than a center back, right?
Absolutely is.
Field.
Good, Mike.
That's going to be a blue ball. Fuentes.
In the Miller.
To Liam. Liam, oh, bad pass right to Dane. Dane tried to through pass, but he wasn't on the same page as one of his teammates. So it goes right to Haddon. Javi.
To Anderson. Anderson through
Anderson,
two.
beautiful work here.
Connor to Devano. Devano controls. Drops to Connor. Connor's going to look for Fuentes moving up that right side. Taken away. And here's Premier working their way forward. Service in. Blocked off. Jordan was there. High shot. Defense needs to talk about that one.
Yeah.
Great chance from Premier.
Probably the best chance of the first half so far.
We're in the 38th minute.
That's going to go straight out. That's a rare unforced error by Haddon to boot that straight out of bounds. Blue ball.
Miller to Javi. Javi looks to switch it.
Look for Yasha.
Yasha to Jake McKenzie. Puts it out to Ryan Anderson. Ryan Anderson switches a ball with a long ball, trying to get it over the defense.
Let's go, Pete.
Keeper comes out of the box to clear. Washington Premier holds it up in the center, looks to control and build something up front.
Black ball.
Fuentes with the poke check.
Black throw.
Again, a lot of kicking it back and forth. Premier looks to switch. Well controlled. Looks for a give and go. Service back to the middle. And again, Washington Premier slips on this cork field. Missed touch by Judkins, but recovered. Then Washington moves him off the ball. Tries to get it to the left wing, and it beat Fuentes
blue throw.
for a minute, but it was just too much on it. We got a sea breeze today, which is a little more unusual for Kitsap Bank Stadium. So wind is moving left to right. POFC uncharacteristically is against the wind in the first half.
They were not my fault today.
Service in, Fuentes there to touch it out, but right back to Premier. Premier controls. And switches again. 11 is doing some work on the right side for Premier. Connor looks to take it out of trouble. Tries to find Devano, blocked off back to Haddon. Quickly out to Fuentes on the right with a lot of open room. Connor with a switch to Anderson. Anderson saves it. Moves it past Devano, but Javi collects. Connor around one, but not the second. Judkins was dispossessed.
Behind you, man on.
Here's some better movement. Pete tries the flick onto Judkins, but doesn't get enough on it. Hustles back gets a call for being a little too eager.
That's a professional foul.
Absolutely.
Strategic.
Stops the counter.
Nothing dirty about it. Strategic.
Offsides flag comes up.
Over to Fuentes. Fuentes, where are you going? Oh, Fuentes.
Slight mistouch. Out of bounds.
Miller. It's going to be a blue throw.
Miller fights through two.
Yeah, Washington Premier is complaining on the carpet, but basically he just fell down. There's a soccer term for that. It's called flopping. You shouldn't do that. Reset. Haddon along the carpet. Beautiful to Fuentes. No, that's Javi.
Javi switches back to Anderson. Anderson's got Devano and Connor in support.
Beautiful.
Finds both of them. Devano moves it up the left wing. McKenzie makes the run. Intercepted by Premier and cleared away. Anderson steps to try to gain control but misses it, so we're short on the back. Connor covers well. Ryan Anderson gets back to position.
Is that Miller?
Miller, slide tackle.
Miller.
Javi puts Pete on.
Go Peter.
Pete with the run. Washington Premier with the
Still
clear.
in.
Blue
It's gonna be a
throw.
blue throw.
And a sub.
All right, sub coming on for Washington Premier.
And Pete drops the ball for Fuentes to take the throw.
it in. And that's going to be
Goal kick.
Still nothing to nothing. A little bit surprising. We have only about 3 minutes left till halftime.
Devano under it. Goes out
Black
for
ball.
a Premier throw. Quickly down the line. Fuentes is out of position, but Liam Miller there to cover. Touches to Haddon. He's going to switch it. No, holds ball back to Liam Miller. Javi to Loudon. Back to Miller. Miller touches up to Judkins. He looks to put Devano on. Washington Premier steps in front of it.
That's the ringer.
It is.
With
Fuentes
the-
steps up to
with the
break up
jersey
that move.
doesn't match. I'd like to get that guy's name and figure out who he is. Who is that ringer? Washington Premier got a guy with no number. The man with no name. I'm sure he's registered and legal. Seth Spadal would not flaunt the rules in any way.
Connor touches the Javi. Javi looks
Loudon gets it to
upfield.
Javi, yeah.
Puts Devano on the left. He's got a step on his man.
Might as well. I mean, they're playing so high. You might as well try to launch that for your strikers, your forwards to run underneath, right?
Absolutely, if it's
They got
there.
nobody back.
They don't.
That's going to be a corner.
Looks like Devano's going to serve, and we got the Miller as well as
Javi in there?
up.
Oh,
Tries to take it short.
another corner coming.
Had Anderson moving to the near post, but cleared by out for another corner.
So we got a couple of guys in here. We got Javi, our 6'7" German, and we got
Joshka.
Liam Miller. Yasha. Sorry. Yasha.
Pass out to Judkins, takes a shot, blocked off.
Still in the air, still in play. That's going to be a blue throw. Yasha. I received a very nice email from Yasha's parents in Berlin, Germany. They are fans of DAVEspn and Port Orchard. That's halftime. So it's 0-0. We're gonna catch you. All right, we're back. There's the whistle. 0-0, and gonna go right out of bounds.
Quick shot downfield by Devano to stretch the field early and set up for what promises to be a fun second half.
So we got same folks on the field that started the first half, right? Is that what it looks like to you?
It does. Got Harvey back on the right side, which would have been one of the. Harvey's dispossessed on the left at the double team to cover. Eli Gish to Premier in the midfield. Jordan sees something quick and tries to move it out, but doesn't get it over the Premier defense. Anderson forward to Derek Johnson to control. Up the line to Devano. Nope, holds off. Switches field for Jaggar. On size, puts it in the back of the net.
Whoa.
Behind the defense. Makes the keeper commit.
Very dangerous time of the game. So that was Derek Johnson to Judkins, correct?
It was. You had Devano
Johnson
moving to the left side, and I expected kind of an overlap there, and Johnson to find Devano for service there. But Johnson moves it across the center of the field, splits the defense to Judkins, and Judkins
Wow.
takes it from there.
Not even a minute in. With the score, there's Judkins with the beauty shot for his fans, family, and friends across the globe. Well done, Mr. Judkins. So it's 1-0 early. It's a very dangerous time of the match. Right after halftime, you get a drink of water, you get a pep talk, and you come out with a renewed sense of vigor. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. Looks like Haddon might be trying to take advantage of being with the wind this half, and putting some longer balls in.
You know, it helps for a goalie to have some meteorological awareness, don't you think?
Absolutely. Knowing the difference between stratocirrus and cumulus clouds is top-notch importance. Miller dispossesses, controls, moves it up to Eli Gish.
We're going to get to see a little bit closer, a little better view of the soccer stylings of Mr. Miller and Yasha. Uh-oh, got some pressure.
Check run by Javi in the middle.
There's Yasha.
Controls
Taking
it out
his
and looks
space.
for
Nice
Johnson.
ball up to Johnson. Going to control it to Loudon.
Premier moves it back to the keeper. Well reset into the midfield. We'll see if they can move it up. Ryan Anderson in the way of that, moves the ball up the field, finds Johnson, or looks for Johnson on the left side, but just
Out
a
of
bit
bounds,
strong.
black ball. Well, that's a great way to come out of a halftime huddle. I don't know what Pat Leonard said in that huddle, but
I'm assuming something to the effect of score.
probably told him to score, I would imagine. And they probably said, yeah, is that what you want us to do? Okay, sure.
What a good idea. Johnson again on the ball, in between three defenders, looking to pass it off now. Finds Judkins again. Keeper comes out, cuts down the angle. Great save,
very
but
dangerous.
great
Nice
chance.
work by the goalie, right? You
It
got to
was.
give credit where credit is due.
It was. It looks like he bounced it off
Bounced
Judkins
it off
again.
of Judkins.
Gets the goal kick.
Yeah, that's good work. That's some good work there. There's Mike. Oh, let's see. Mike goes down. That's Dane getting his head on it for our Washington Premier.
They're going to call that.
Yep. On who? Gish? Or who is
Yes.
that? Yep. Number.
Josh and Gish were on it, but after the ball left, there's a slight contact. So, got to call that. Nothing malicious. It was cheating.
All right. Who is that? Is that Derek Johnson straggling on there?
Ryan
Pops
Anderson
in the air, but
pops
Anderson's
it
still
up.
in play. Aiden gets his head on it. Can we
Gish,
get a counter punch going?
Gish touches it out. Washington Premier looks to control. Moves around Connor
It's
Loudon.
around Loudon.
Looks to move it into the center, but too many blue shirts. Devano to pressure. Judkins to pressure. Looking for a trap. Derek Johnson again, Mr. Hustle. Wins the ball on the
Johnson's-
left side. Not a lot of help. A lot of hand
Yeah.
fighting. Does get the call after a lot of jersey pulling.
Yeah, a
over
lot
there.
of jersey pulling. We're going to get a yellow. We're going to get a yellow. A little too.
Is that one yellow or two
A
yellows?
little too aggressive for number 11. Johnson got the assist on our first goal, and now he's making things happen right here in the 51st minute of a 1-0 game.
3 up top, 5 to attack for POFC for Johnson to serve this in. Again, the tall crew in. Judkins, Harvey, Joshka, Miller, and Loudon cleaning up the back.
Balls at play.
Oh, well done. Good ball in. It was good for Premier because Joshka was right there on top of it if that ball was not
Another
moved
goal
out.
kick?
No, that's going to be a corner.
Corner, okay.
Premier cleared it, and they'd be very happy right now to take a corner because Joshua gets his head on that ball. It's in the back of the net, period.
So Judkins going to do the honors. The lefty's going to boot that. We're going to focus over here.
Keeper's out. Wow.
Somebody undercut the keeper, maybe?
Keeper ended up on the ground. Referee called it, so gotta assume that's what happened. Looked to me like it got over the keeper's head. He reached back for it and became
Just
off
fell
balance.
down.
Yeah. That's the protect the keeper call.
You got to protect those keepers. They are key.
Connor brings it down, but in between 3 defenders. Ryan Anderson moves it back to Jordan Haddon. Haddon's going to move it way up.
Line drive, looking for Devano. There's Devano over to Derek Johnson. Here comes Johnson.
Moves it to the middle. He's going to take a shot.
A little wide right.
Derek Johnson dribbling towards the center of the field and taking a right-footed shot is a fun thing to see.
Well, I give Johnson credit for that, but maybe 95%. I give 5% credit to Pat. At halftime, he probably told him, hey, Johnson, shoot the ball.
Dribble and shoot. Numbers attack for Washington. Joshko with a tackle from the ground.
Beautiful work by Yasha.
Still troubled.
There's a slip on the crumb. They got that cork crumb. That's going to be a blue ball. Aiden kicks it off the shins of a black jersey. I can hear Seth Spadal, the coach of Washington Premier, calling out to his players, imploring them to organize.
Missed touch by Eli Gish. Washington Premier controls, looks to move it up the right side, but intercepted.
There's Yasha showing some poise. Oh, that's going to be a black ball.
One player up for POFC and 2 up for Washington Premier warming up.
Looks like Zach Kahn may be coming in for some minutes in the midfield.
Tries to get it around Ryan Anderson.
Yeah, good work.
Gets the service
Liam
in.
Miller with the head away, heads it away. And
Judkins just
there you see Judkins is going to get called for a foul, but before that, you're going to see
he's
he's going to get a yellow. He's going to get a yellow for a little shove there, but number 21, Dane Price, good friends with Jaggar Judkins, played on the same team for years at Bellarmine and at Washington Premier. That's just competitive juices flowing right there.
Absolutely. Premier wants to bring this even. POFC wants to move it up and get some more space and distance.
So if they score here, by my calculations,
Premier's
it'll be
got
1-1.
6 or 7 on the attack this time. Is pushing men forward. Off Aiden Harvey's head. Anderson looks to clear. Up to Derek Johnson, who sees a switch to Connor.
Beautiful. Here comes Loudon.
Connor, if he puts Devano on, No, wow.
Oh, we got an offsides flag.
Calls Devano for being a bootlace ahead of the guy.
Yeah, they're going to get it back in play quickly.
But directly to Liam Miller, moves it to Javi, controls in the midfield. Eli Gish has Aiden, who will probably bring it back. Quick reset, Miller looks forward, looks for Johnson on the run, gets it over the defense, heads back to the keeper, keeper slips. Play, handball in the box, play in the box. Finally there's a whistle.
It's going to be a foul on Johnson?
Yes, for a push from behind.
Well, that was exciting.
Quickly exciting. Miller with the win is able to just touch that ball over the defense.
We're seeing a lot of good stuff out of Miller today.
We are.
He missed the last match. He's back, and he's better than ever today.
Ryan Anderson, long throw to Connor Loudon, lets it go to Devano, touches it to Connor.
Beautiful. Oh, tried to thread it through. Was looking for Judkins.
Who was onside this time
Yeah,
and
but
on
then
goal.
we got the no-name player with...
Quick response from... Oh, wow. Quick response from Premier up the right side. Ball still in play, just now out. Gets around the right side and gets on the goal. Jordan Haddon cuts the advantage.
Yeah.
But shot still comes off, but inside of the foot just rolled wide.
Started by this dude without the number, the no-name mystery player for Washington Premier.
Again, looks to move it up to the attacking third.
Dane, quarterback in the situation here. That's going to be a corner kick. It looks like Anderson tapped it with his toe.
Did.
Off the baseline.
Washington Premier's number 11 and stayed on the right side. It continues to be dangerous. He is on a yellow card, though. High in. And away by POFC.
That's going to be a black ball?
Yes.
Yep.
Cleared out by Ryan Anderson. POFC looks to trap on the right. Washington Premier is starting to work through it. Again, couple of slips.
There we go. Judkins over to
Connor's looking for Devano, finds the tall, gets the head on it, and just wide.
Oh.
They locked eyes early on that play.
Who was that? Was that
Devano. Connor Loudon
Judkins?
serves it up to Devano for the header. Premier goal kick. Again, they play it long out of the back. Connor wins the first header. Premier the second. Javi pops it up.
with his foot on it.
Premier looks to bring it down and work it up the left. Aiden Harvey to challenge. Premier to reset, but retains possession and switches the ball.
Nice work there. Almost got it away with a slide. There's Miller.
Taps it up to Connor Loudon.
Yeah,
puts
Miller
Johnson
is
on.
going to make his
Johnson
statement.
has
Johnson's
support.
got it. Johnson over to Judkins.
Wanted to give and go.
Wanted to give and go to number 5. Is that Gish?
Eli Gish.
Yeah. Here comes the counter punch.
Haddon out to the corner of his box.
Nice work. Haddon and Miller coordinating their defense. Miller shielding while Haddon fell on top of it. Gasha.
Miller. Miller looks for a through pass, finds Connor. Connor controls well.
Yeah, look
Continues
at
to make it
Loudon
through.
battling through. Gets it over to, oh, we're going to get an offside. That's so unfortunate. Loudon battling through some contact.
Finds the open man. We're just a little too eager on offense.
Zach Kahn is coming in for Javi. Javier goes to the bench. Zach Kahn comes in.
Got to give it to Premier, especially early in the second half, although they gave up the goal. Their offsides trap has worked.
Is that what they're doing? They're creating an offsides trap?
They are.
Okay, well, they've gotten the benefit of 2 offsides calls on what would otherwise
2 or
have been
3, for sure.
scoring opportunities. There goes the no-name guy.
Blocked off, it looked by his own player.
Yeah. Offside.
Premier player came from an offsides position to challenge the ball.
Back and forth. We like an educated viewership, and I would explain that rule, but it takes too long, and I don't really know it, so.
Jordan's looking for Devano. Finds Devano on the left with Johnson, but just sails.
That's going to be a black ball.
Jordan raises his hand. He understands that that was on him, but great idea. He took
taking the blame for
responsibility.
that?
He took responsibility.
That's a
Great field leader.
That's a show of leadership. I got to meet him after the last home game. Nice guy. Definitely.
Connor
a leader on the
on
team.
to Devano and shot in.
Oh yeah. That's Loudon to Devano. Is that
Loud
who
to
that
Devano. Devano doesn't waste any time.
was?
One
A lot of
touch,
power on that ball.
upper
Loudon
90.
to Devano. Sounds like 2023. There it is.
Beautifully split the defense, and that's where an offside trap can catch you if you got some speedy folk up there. I'm not sure if Devon even saw the goal. He just knows where it is every single time.
Maybe they heard us up here talking about that offsides trap and decided to do something about it.
Broke down on that one. We'll see how.
So it's 2-0 in the 63rd minute.
I want to see how Premier responds here.
Miller with the tap. Judkins puts it right back in the possession of Washington Premier there.
Premier looks to take some.
Yep. Can't relax here. Who was
Take
that?
some momentum
Aiden
back.
Harvey. Nice work. Okay, Judkins.
Judkins
Here we
moves it
go.
up the field, finds Connor Loudon.
Loudon.
Parallel, looks to put Johnson on, but just can't get it past the no-name defender.
Yep. They're Loudon again.
Still on the
That's
ball.
going to be still in. Look at Loudon.
Finds Devano with the header and just over the ball.
Oh.
The service from Loudon directly onto Devano.
I'm telling you, you give Loudon a headline or two in the local papers, and he's going to play twice as hard.
I'm not sure if they just didn't piss him off.
He either
He
just-
looks like he's playing with some passion.
He does. He looks that way all the time, though. That's the thing. You can never tell.
So
That's why
true.
we call him Connor the Barbarian.
Zach runs over to put that down the line, asks them to try that goal kick again. And not going to be a goal kick, going to be further back. Going to call Devano for a touch in the back.
Mike got a foul on that?
He did. Referee blew the whistle really hard on that, too. He didn't seem to like it.
Wow, that went.
And just
Really
hangs
high.
in the air. Zach
down with
again
ice
under
on
it.
it. So we're in the 65th minute. It is 2-0. Port Orchard over Washington Premier. Judkins gonna get called.
Feet are tangled up.
Yep.
Definitely got called for that one.
Looks like we may have an appearance by Austin Valdez. The prodigal son. He is a well-traveled goalie down in Arizona and other places. Used to play for Washington Premier many years ago, well known in the area. He may take Haddon's place in the net. I see him warming up.
POFC controls in midfield.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot better work in the midfield now. There's Judkins. And they take it away from Judkins.
Premier looks to build.
Miller, offsides.
Flags up.
Yeah.
Ran on just a touch too soon. Thought the pass was going to be there.
Miller was there, though. My money was on Miller anyway.
It was a good play down the line, but well covered by POFC. POFC works around the back.
A lot of poise and
Threads it to the
composure from
midfield.
Yasha today. Holding down that position very well. Zach Kahn back to Yasha.
Switches the
Switching
ball.
his field.
Aiding up
Headed
the
on
line.
by Harvey. Anybody there? Yeah, look at that. Johnson, Derek Johnson's there. Johnson likes to take his space and then cut to the middle, I notice. That's like his thing.
He does. Threads it through to
Loudon,
Judkins.
yeah, offsides. Ah,
Not sure how
there's
a POFC goes around a player and is still called offsides. But
Offsides.
that's what happened there.
that's the offsides trap.
I think
That
it's
we've
supposed to be
heard so
run by
much
the
about.
opposing team, not by the referees.
Yasha gets his foot on it. Can Zach? Yes, Zach Kahn.
Holds the ball, switches it over to Connor running on. He's going to get there.
Is he going to get there? Yeah, he's going to
saves
get
it
there.
in.
Keeps it in bounds. Keeps it in bounds, but Washington Premier is going to
Work it out of the back. Miller
work it out of
steps
the back.
forward.
There's Miller.
Telepath. Premier tracks it
Miller.
back down. Continues to move, but looks like he's reaching for a card.
Yeah, he's going to give Miller yellow. A moment of glory for a guy on the back line. You can't blame him. That's a foul of commission rather than omission. That's an effort foul. We got a lot of guys. It looks like a mass substitution event. We got 2-3 guys coming in for Washington Premier.
Look to get some fresh legs out there and continue putting some pressure up forward. They've had chances.
Yeah.
Pushing them back.
Pushing the back.
Going to be a blue kick. Give and go with Aiden Harvey. Touched off the ball. Yeah, wanted to see if that was play on. Feet got caught up, but going to be a foul back at the 20-yard line.
All right, so we got a choice here. It's going to be Judkins or Hobby.
And substitution in the
here we
back
go.
for
Look at
POFC.
that. Hatton going out and Austin Valdez coming in. Haven't seen him for years. Good to see him back home again. Welcome back, Austin. I will shake your hand after the match.
Trickery by POFC. There's the shot.
Over the top.
Javi,
Gonna be a
and
corner.
should be a corner.
Yeah.
Linesman's pointing at the corner flag. Javi's shot was deflected over the bar.
Oh, it looks like we might get cute here with some kind of set play choreography. What do you think?
I think they're pulling an extra defender out and giving a little bit more room in the box. I think this is going to go in the middle.
Let's see what happens.
They're asking for 10 yards at this point. Ball on the ground.
Right on the ground.
Javi takes a shot, again deflected up, and keeper collects.
Okay, that almost worked.
Directly to Judkins.
Kind of shanked it to Judkins.
Keeper's out. Looks for Derek Johnson. One touch and then cleared out by Premier.
Got a sub coming in. Who's coming in?
Jake McKenzie. So it looks like by his walk at this point. Coming in probably for Derek Johnson on the left side. And confirmed, number 10 is on the field. Bit of physical play on the side, but Premier comes away with it. Not enough on attack, so they pull it back for a minute. Try to work it up the left side, and it just touches out.
Gonna be a blue ball.
I did bring her, so.
Harvey and Miller. Miller pushes it to Austin. Austin looks up the field but plays it short. Working it up the left. Up to Ryan Anderson, but touched out. Premier throw.
Black ball.
Movement by the keeper. Finds Judkins on to Connor Loudon. Is looking to put somebody through. Cannot thread the needle this time. Zach to control. Moves it upfield. Looks for Connor Loudon, but intercepted. I think it was Dane.
Yeah, that was.
Premier looks for
Miller got beat on the play, but then stretched out that long leg and toe tapped it into the air to give his teammate time to run under it. You know, those guys up top, they get a lot of glory with all their scoring and whatnot, but you gotta recognize good defense when you see it, I think.
Can't do well in games without it.
Can't.
Trouble in the middle, 3 players. Directly at the keeper.
Yeah.
Handled the second time, we'll take it.
Yeah, nice work by
Judkins pressured by
Austin.
2. Gets it back to Connor and up to Javi to take some space. Over to Zach. Zach's going to look at Devano on the left.
Yep.
As Connor's running, we'll see if he puts him on the line. Decides to switch it to Jake McKenzie, who lets it go.
Onside. No call, man down.
Judkins looks for
blue
Washington
ball.
Premier going through him to get the ball. Does not get the call.
Sub coming in. Who do we got this time?
It should be Nick Ryder. Nick Ryder's will come up front, probably for Judkins. It's going to be my guess. Judkins is also the farthest man on the field, so it takes the longest amount of time to make the substitution.
You think that's purposeful or something? Is that what you're trying to say?
In this case,
two to nothing in the
probably
74th
not,
minute?
but
Yeah.
it does play to the advantage.
You're so cynical, Caleb.
Harvey to throw it.
Okay, Harvey.
Finds McKenzie, who tries to tap it to the middle for a quick shot by someone, but nobody's home. Premier pushes it quick.
Josh is there.
Slows him down, but dangerous on the right side.
Offsides.
Works both ways.
It does.
Josh plays it short to Javi. Javi looks to thread the needle to Connor. Loudon finds him, but touched away. Just past Zach as Washington Premier controls. Has openings to the left, their left, but they keep it center, and they're going to have to recock and try again.
Miller.
Fights for the tackle. Devano through 2.
Miller gets that ball loose.
Looks to put Jake
Gives
McKenzie
us,
on.
Possession. Devano.
Good movement, but
Yeah,
again,
Zach
Premier
is
holds
pursuing
the
valiantly, but
holds the middle and starts the
There we
attack from
go.
there.
that's Anderson up to
Loudon.
Loudon.
Loudon puts Devano on. No flag. Finds it open. Keeper's there. Spills it. Jake's on it. Drops it to Connor to an open net.
Nice. Who was that? Nick to Connor? Who was got the assist?
About 4 people as well as the Washington Premier keeper.
The Washington Premier keeper gets the assist. Loudon with the goal. Connor the Barbarian.
Stayed over the
3-0.
ball. Kept it low. Put
Kept
it
it
in the
low.
back of the net.
Seriously, who do you think got that assist? I think it might have been Nick Riders.
I think it was Jake McKenzie who rolled
Jake?
it back.
Was it Jake?
I think everybody was crashing goal, but it looked like McKenzie that controlled the ball, but his back was to the goal. He saw Connor moving forward and just tease him up.
Good work all around. Nice trailing the play to put that back. Just that's what you want to see right there. And it all started, I think, with Miller bedeviling the Washington Premier team in the back.
Doesn't go on his
Header
assist
by
sheet, but it
Hayden.
is.
There we go, Nick. Riders on the Storm gets his head on the ball. That's going to be a blue ball. I'm going to let Aiden do the honors here.
Into Jake McKenzie. Flicks it on for Connor, but intercepted by the guest player.
The no-name guest player.
Washington again controls well in the middle.
Oh,
Again,
there was
slip and a
A
jersey
slip
grab.
on the cork.
Up to
telling you, it's
Devano.
getting to be a home field advantage in a way. There's a Devano.
Devano gets around his player on the goal.
Oh, what happened there?
Puts it in the outside of the net. Gets hung up. Looks to go short side and had an opening there, but
Good
pretty,
style points.
pretty tight to squeeze.
3-0 in the 78th minute.
4 players up for POFC warming up. Dom, at the least. Kai.
Yasha
up.
gets his head on it. Over to Zach.
Harvey controls, looks for the long outlet. Washington
That's going
Premier
out.
clears it off.
Yep. Oh, there's Dom. 24 is Dom Versillo, friend of DAVEspn. He's got his hands full today.
Devano moves to the middle. I think Nick might look for him with a long throw, but there's to Devano, flicks it on directly to the keeper. Short ball out from the keeper this time to try to build. Premier looks to find some momentum and some building through the defensive third up to the midfield. Connor intercepts, controls, serves it to Devano. One touch, beats his man, looks at the left side, but shoots directly to the keeper.
Great shot,
Had it
good
open
save.
open to the left, but
Some
really just couldn't
serious
get all the way
power.
around it.
Good
Great
thing,
hustle.
That's why goalies wear gloves right there.
You heard the pop from here,
Yeah.
Dave.
He had some power on that shot.
It's a good stop.
It was a good stop.
Again, Premier pressuring from the left side, working it through the middle.
Zach Kahn gets in the way.
Nick Ryder's pressuring.
Zach and Nick. Trying to get past Yasha. It's going to go out for a corner kick, I think. No? Is that?
We've got center calling for the goal kick, side judge calling for the corner, and
Going to defer to the side judge.
defer to the side judge on this one.
AR prevails.
Did win
Who
the
do we
corner
got
kick.
going in here?
Kai.
We got Kai. What number is Kai?
Should be 13.
Okay, Kai Paul is going in, and who else? Number 7 is Johnson, Derek Johnson.
Johnson comes back on the field.
And I think Devano and Loudon went out.
You've also got Ryan Anderson stepping out. Miller clears.
Miller clears.
Up to Riders. Puts Johnson on. Johnson's got left and right, holds the ball up, and gets overwhelmed. And then takes out one of the Premier players. Referee decides it's a simple call, not a card. So Kai comes in for Ryan Anderson on the left side. We're looking into the 83rd minute now.
So with stoppage time, maybe we got another 8 minutes, 10 minutes, you think?
I don't think there's going to be much stoppage.
I don't think so either.
3-0 with not that many cards, fouls, or other stoppages. I expect maybe a minute or two at this point. Miller steps in.
Miller steps in.
Finds Devano on the run.
And with the
One to
long
beat.
ball to Devano.
Looking for Riders setting outside. Blocked off the ball by
Gonna be a corner.
defense. Should be a corner.
Here we
And
go.
2 more subs.
Coming in.
Should be Dom Pagimola.
Dom, aloha.
And I'm betting Jeremy Ford.
Jeremy Ford.
Jeremy Ford's taking off Aiden, who's on a yellow card, so probably a good idea to
Yeah,
drop
good
Aiden off
idea
the
to get
field.
Aiden out.
Dom's in for Mike Devano. Mike Devano's off on the far side. Corner's in, just over everybody.
That'll be a goal kick.
Untouched ace for a goal kick.
Yasha.
Between 2 defender or 2 Premier, and then wins the header.
I'm really liking the Yasha Miller combination in the back. What about you?
There's got to be good communication because you don't see them stepping over each other or being misplaced. Maybe once in the first half when we saw.
Yeah.
But other than that, I absolutely agree.
I'm really liking the Yasha. Oh, we got Jacob Immel coming on. Immel gets some time today. That's good to see.
Yasha
He's
gets
got a
the
deadly. Yasha goes to the bench, and
Gets the
Immel
break.
comes on. He's got a deadly left. I'm telling you, he can get that long ball way downfield with accuracy.
Jeremy Ford back to Miller. Miller's going to continue to hold the back
Yasha
line.
and Miller in the back. I think English is a second language for both of them.
Little surprised
Just kidding.
they didn't take Miller back, Miller out and switch him out because he's on a yellow as well. Splits the defense but goes back to Austin, who collects.
Well, if you're a Port Orchard fan, this is a wonderful Father's Day gift to see some faces on the field like Austin, who have a long history in this area and then left to play elsewhere, and now they're back. Little header back to Austin by Miller.
Take a little time off the clock and just move it around the Washington Premier. Miller looks to move it up the line, but tripped up from behind.
Yeah.
A little sportsmanship, didn't mean to do it.
Yeah, nothing dirty there.
Like to see that.
You like to see that. There we go. There's the left. He's looking downfield.
Dom
I'm telling you.
running onto it. Looks to beat his player through one,
Take a
passes
shot.
it off, but intercepted, still on the ball.
Trying to gain control of that, I'm telling you.
Washington Premier recovers well
See what I'm talking about?
and
Immel
looks to counter.
can really launch a ball
Oh,
accurately
Liam Miller
with his
read
left
that
down
from
the
about
side.
3 days
Make
ago.
things happen.
Jeremy Ford, Nick Riders. Jeremy moves it to the middle but misses his pass. Premier clears it in
There
the
we
back of their
go.
own player and kind of
Immel.
breaks up the attack.
Going to break up the attack, give his team time to set up. We got another player coming in. Is that Ludlow? Looks like Ludlow
I
coming
would
in
expect
for Javi.
Javi. Matt Ludlow, and he's going to move Johnson back to midfield and take the center striker spot. Poke checked out by Kai. Be a Premier throw. Premier resets. Tries to work it back to the middle. Pressure from Dom. But moves it up the left side. Ludlow to control in the center. Has Nick moving on the right, finds him. Nick's gonna try and dribble one man. Switches it over. Great touch by Jake McKenzie. He's gonna take the shot. Ludlow gets in the way, unfortunately. Countered by Washington Premier. Miller's there. Service to the center, but just ahead of all of his players. Austin collects. Slows it down. Had Kai out for a quick out, but wants to slow the pace just a little bit. And now finds Kai on the left. Kai does one player.
Yeah,
Referee does not want to go with play on there and
no.
go
What do
ahead
you
and
think?
call
This
the foul.
referee's called a pretty clean game, I think, really.
I think on both sides, he might have gone to the yellow a little quick on some, but has kept the game in hand.
Kept the game in hand, which we
Fairly
all
in hand.
appreciate, yeah.
Nick serves it to
Nick
Dom.
Riders
Dom touches,
looking for Dom.
keeps it in play. Dispossessed by Washington Premier defense. Oh, and a touch around Kai, but to no avail because just moves it back to Miller. Miller says thank you,
Gets it over to Jacob Bimmel.
and POFC starts to work it back up.
I think Jacob slipped on the cork, the cork crumb. You know, the cork crumb favors no man.
It does not.
It does not play favorites. You will slip on the cork crumb
Lift it
no matter
over,
what jersey you wear.
dropped off. Good idea, good movement from Premier, but Jeremy Ford sees the last pass and steps in front of it before a shot can be taken. Premier is pushing 5 up forward right now. Again, pushed away by Ford.
Nice work by Ford. They're going to call a black ball there. Miller popping it in the air, looking for a blue jersey.
Jake McKenzie
Yeah,
moves.
McKenzie.
Looks
Nice. Gets the better of
for
Dane
Johnson.
there.
Johnson puts him
Johnson,
along. He's
beautiful ball.
onside. Well tracked by Washington Premier defense. They want a throw in out of it, but it's a deep throw.
That's a black throw.
Off of Immel last. Riders with his head on it. Black will throw again. Switches the field. And looks for somebody to run on the right and just doesn't have
Miller
anybody.
steps in the way.
We're going to say his name a lot.
Yep.
Even in these final minutes. We are in the 91st.
And it took a couple of guys, but they did get it away from Miller. But ultimately, possession rests with
Immel's fresh legs pressuring the
Black.
Premier defense.
Jacob Immel smartly
Oh, that's him. I'm sorry. That's Ludlow pressuring the defense up forward. That's my bad,
Ludlow is 19.
Matt. Apologize. And that should be the final
That's
whistle.
the end of the match. Wow, we did not get a lot of stoppage time. Look at that. 3-0. Beautiful match. Pretty well refereed. Got no complaints there.
POFC wins it 3-0.
And I'm going to cut my usual pithy, incisive remarks short because I want to go down to the field and say hello to Austin Valdez and
It's time to go get those girls fired up.
and talk to some of the guys down there. What's our next game? Do you got any
Next
idea?
game is Saturday will be our second game against the Stars. It'll be at their place, though.
Next Saturday, not
Next
Sunday?
It's next Saturday.
Okay, that's a rare Saturday match, I guess.
It is one of 3.
Okay. Well, we'll see you next Saturday. Then you going to make the game?
I'm gonna
helpless.
absolutely make the game.
I'm helpless without you.
See you there.
Yeah, thank God. All right, Caleb Tucker, my partner in crime today. We'll catch you next time on DAVEspn.